Welcome back to CryptosRUs. I am George. We're all George. So tonight, Saturday night, relatively quiet. Bitcoin is still hovering and coming up a little bit. I thought, what the hell? Let's do what I used to do, and that is altcoin hunting. So tonight, let's spend some time and look at these unknown projects, and maybe we can find the next hidden gem together. I used to do this all the time. I haven't done it for a while, right? So without much to talk about, why not? Why not? Let's try to discover something together. So thanks for tuning in. As always, smash a like, subscribe to the channel. 2 streams every day. Weekends a little bit off, but 11:30 and 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. But make sure you hit that notification bell so you get notified. And follow me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and CryptosRUs.com. All right, guys. Let's do this. Oops, I didn't have my screen in the right place. Okay, it's okay. Welcome, guys. A lot of you guys, like me, can't get enough crypto. Wants to always learn something new. Well, let's talk about crypto. Is there anything worth looking at, worth buying? Let's try to find something together. Well, before I get to that, there's 3 things I want to mention. Well, Bitcoin is around 33,000, which is good. And this relates to the portfolio tracker and the portfolio that I just built from scratch with you guys, right? And this morning, it was down a little bit. But now, because of Bitcoin's rise, it's up a little bit. So now we're up a full $200, starting with 5,000. So this morning, it was down about $78, $80, and now it's climbed up a full $200 since then. So not too bad. Not too bad for a single day. But like I said, every week, I'm going to be dollar cost averaging with this, $100, and then let's see where it ends up by the end of this year, right? So in case you guys didn't check this out, you didn't check out my video from yesterday, do so. You know, I'm just using a portfolio tracker provided by CMC, put $5,000 in there, spread it out, 50, 25, 25, right? And you can see the makeup over here. It's looking pretty good. Looking pretty good so far. 2 other things. Rashad says, hope to see you, Ben and Jordan, all together one day. Maybe. You know how BitBoy has a rounded blockchain, and Meet Kevin has Millennial Money. I want to do something like that with just a few other guys that I really enjoy talking to. You know, just have casual chat about crypto. You know, so who knows, right? Maybe they'll be invited. But I do want to do that just so that it's not always me talking to the camera. All right. So, anyways, this is doing well. I saw this. Someone tweeted this to me. This shows the number of miners that is being moved out of China right now. This is staggering. This is not Photoshopped. It looks like it is. It looks like this is just Photoshop, but there is thousands of miners here. Thousands of miners here that is waiting to be boxed and moved out of China. So there's going to be a lot more of this going down. I mean, a lot more of this in the future, but I did think this is an amazing picture to look at, right? And I bet this person is going to have a whole lot of fun packing them. Lastly, a lot of people sending me this. I don't know why this is freaking people out, but Ontario, basically, finances they're pulling out of Ontario, and not only that, Bybit, Poloniex, KuCoin, BitMEX. Basically, Ontario Security Commission is kicking out all the unregistered crypto exchanges. I don't know who registered, who's still left, but this is not anything against Binance. This was spun as like a Binance thing. It's not. It's every exchange that is unregistered. Kind of like New York in the US. It's very, very hard to get that BIT license in New York, which is why most exchanges are not allowed to operate in New York. So it seems like Ontario is doing the same thing. So again, I don't know why people are panicking over this. You know, we know that they're not banning Bitcoin. They're not banning crypto altogether. It's just a matter of exchanges registering, and then they'll be able to operate. It may take some time, or maybe certain exchanges just don't want to operate there anymore, right? So that's the latest news. It's nothing really terrible, but people are somehow panicking over it. I don't know why. All right, that's pretty much it in terms of news. There's really nothing else going on. But overall CMC, overall market cap 1.32 trillion, up a little bit, just like Bitcoin. That's not too bad. But you know what? Let's just start digging, right? If you guys have super chats you want to send me, I'll take it. I'll look at whatever project. If it's really, really bad, I'm not going to spend too much on it. But if it's good, I'll spend some time on it. And I also want to make mention that, from now on, all the super chats and everything is going to go towards GeorgeCon, which I should be finalizing pretty soon. A lot of you guys have been asking me. I need to book. I need to know the exact dates. I will have all that pretty soon. Just FYI. And I'm talking with a few projects right now. I'm going to do some interesting things. It's not solidified yet, but if it goes forward, there's going to be some very interesting things happening. And those of you guys that plan on attending, you're really going to like it. All right. With that said, Jack, with that further slowdown, helium miner shipment is getting ridiculous. To Ontario or to where? I know helium miners are really, really limited in supply because supposedly they're really profitable and everyone is just like buying them left and right. So I know there's certain companies that's like reselling them now. So I don't know what the deal is. But I do hear the same thing about how it's just really hard to get. Harry Rooster says, George, I forget you're talking to camera. It feels like you're talking to me. Trust me, it takes a lot of practice. To talk to the camera and make you feel like I'm talking to you. It sounds much easier than it is. When you're talking in front of the camera inside an empty room without any noise, without any music, without anything going on, when you first start out, it's really weird. It really is. But then you just get used to it, I guess. All right. Trades by Jay. I'll have a website. I'll have everything up. And it's going to be a conference for the people and a grand party for those that want to attend. So it's going to be 2 tickets, and it's going to be very, very awesome. Very awesome indeed. Chaotic. Asked about Teller. I remember about Teller. Looking at this, there are DeFi play, Oracle play. They actually pumped up quite a bit in May. I wonder if it's due to they got added in Coinbase. So they have the 2 biggest, Coinbase and Binance. So that's pretty darn good. It's still 60 million. Decentralized Oracle network. Okay, I know this. The problem with oracles, okay, is that they're unproven, and no DeFi project really wants to take a risk on an unproven oracle. So they may do what Teller is that they'll use this as a backup, but the primary is always Chainlink. It's always Chainlink. No one is going to risk, especially in DeFi. They're not going to risk utilizing an unproven oracle, because if there is a problem, they will get wrecked. I mean, the DeFi project. So I would say, this is like a maybe. It's on fantastic exchanges, but being an oracle, it's just gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard. It's Mr. Wizzy. Thank you for that. Let me go on. XYO. Isn't this I forgot what this was. Offers resources to educate individual developers and enterprises who are excited about the possibility of location-based data network. Oh, I remember this. Yeah, this is all about location-based sharing, so that you can be a driver, you could be an Uber driver, you could be a delivery guy, and basically you're sharing your data to everyone else around you. So that's what I remember. I did look at this before. They're more about location. I mean, it sounds pretty interesting, but I have been asked about it many times. The problem is the volume is very, very low. Very, very low. Not many people was paying attention to it, and it is on KuCoin. It is on KuCoin. So it's hanging in there, but it's been around for a while. It's one of those like, meh, maybe, I guess. All right, I gotta scroll up here. People are starting to go like crazy. Hey, and the super chat is the tip is the bigger it is, the longer it stays up. Sometimes when I'm looking through these, some of these super chats disappear, and it's not intentional because they just disappear. Or Oasis Network, a new era for blockchain, privacy-enabled blockchain platform, open finance. Yeah, I have seen this before also. I remember this. Yeah, I remember this. Steakfish. I remember this because Steakfish is led by they're the same company as they're not the same company, the same CEO as F2 Pool. I remember that. Not to say that it makes this project bad, but yeah, it's a blockchain that basically offers a lot of privacy features, and that's really what it's about. It's really what it's about. It's a DeFi play, but they have a lot of privacy features that's built in, right? So it's meant for DeFi businesses. You could have a public and private chain. I remember looking into this slightly. Something like this could take off, but right now, man, they are on Binance and KuCoin. That's pretty good. Something like this could take off, but I didn't see anything that really makes it pop. Like, wow, this is different from anything else, right? They do have good backers, though. They do have. This is Andreessen Horowitz, his A16Z, Pantera Polychain Accel. So they do have good backers. I'll say this is a maybe. Like, again, I didn't see anything pop, but based on the fact they're on Binance and KuCoin and they have good backers, it could be. It could amount to something. By Chiles. Chiles is a good project. I really do like Chiles. Shiba Rise. Everrise. Clone, non-rug. I mean, I don't even know what Everrise is, and it's like a clone of a clone of a clone, and I don't think this is gonna be. Yeah, it's Shiba. Right, it doesn't even show up. Sorry. Thoughts on ETC? I'm kind of neutral on ETC. I don't know where it's gonna go. Honestly, I don't know what the future is. So. Barnbridge, yield farming innovating in the DeFi space, 290 million total. Third for derivatives on DeFi Pulse. Didn't this just get added to Coinbase? Wasn't this the one that? No, I thought this was the one. No, Gemini's backing them. Interesting. Last project that was backed by Gemini was AMP, and look at them. They did really well. Barnbridge, tokenized risk protocol, fluctuation derivative protocol for hedging yield sensitive and marketed prices. What the hell does that mean? Someone asked me about this. Interest rate volatility risk mitigation using debt-based derivatives. Again, what does that mean? Smart alpha, market price exposure risk mitigation using tranche volatility derivatives. So it seems like there's just a whole bunch of derivatives. I mean, this is a protocol that's creating all these derivatives for certain use, for yielding, for risk mitigation. This is just not for me. It's not for me. This is one of those like very, very specialized DeFi, and confuses the hell out of me, and I quite honestly don't get it. So Not for me, but it is interesting that Gemini backs them. I do like Luna. I like Mirror. Mirror is created by Luna. I think they call Luna Labs, Terra Labs. So I'm actually talking to them. I hope they could come to the conference with Mirror and Anchor. So you have one synthetic creation, synthetic token creation, and you have another one where it's a lending platform. And both of them are based on a Terra USD. So I like them. I like them. What's your OnlyFans? How it'll be different from Patreon? In my OnlyFans, I'm gonna be shirtless and I'm gonna be sweaty, and I'll post videos and pictures of me working out on my Peloton and in my home gym. So that's the big difference, and it's nothing to do with crypto. Can you take a look at Convergent Finance, the microcap project, a solid team, PokerStar project? All right, Convergence. I'm thinking is this one. Convergence, decentralized interchangeable asset protocol, converge the world. Tokenization, democratizing investments to a liquid asset class. Investors access to investment opportunity previously not available, where asset owners can secure funding for wider base. So you can fractionalize an asset. I don't know if that means just real estate or stocks or something. It allows you to fractionalize and tokenize it, capture convenience with digital ownership, maximizing operational efficiencies. Security node, okay. Convergence. Swap to wrap security tokens seamlessly. We build a convergence layer that allows swapping of utility tokens to wrap security tokens. Oh, so they're doing it. Yeah. So they're doing it based on utility tokens. So they're wrapping assets in terms of tokens, then you could do stuff with it. Okay. Again, something like this is just too niche for me. It's too niche. And I don't know what the normal person, if they would ever look at this. That's the thing. I think some projects are trying too hard to try to create some kind of angle of DeFi they haven't looked at. And most retail investors, they're not going to get it. They're not going to use it. They would just invest in it hoping that it go up, but they don't understand it. So that's too much for me. I talked about Ergo. Ergo looks very interesting to me. I mean, they could be the premier project on Cardano when they're done. It's all about DeFi, and it has a built-in Oracle too. So, pretty interesting. Pretty interesting. Jeffrey, appreciate that. Did I miss anything? Multivac is like a new blockchain. I think their mainnet is gonna come out pretty soon. The team actually reached out to me trying to work with me. We haven't solidified anything. They're out of Asia, I believe Singapore, and they're just coming out with a brand new fast blockchain. It could work out. I don't see anything that really makes us stand out, but it could work out. Thanks for video. Where do you go find new coins project? Also, can we look at Cake? I mean, Pancake Swap is not going anywhere. I've said that for a long time. And in fact, it's still hovering in top 100. I mean, it could be top 50. Yeah, at 36. It's doing fine. It'll come back. And then where do you find new coins? You just have to discover them. You have to go to page 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and keep finding it. Or you tune into these Q&A sessions and look at what people are trying to shill. Vegas, baby, I'm going to make this happen. I'm glad to hear that. All right. I think I missed some super chats here. No yoga pants. No pants altogether. On the bike. What else is there? I made $2,000 on AMP. AMP is a gem unicorn. Yes. No need to keep shilling AMP, but AMP is a good project. Varsity. I'm not a big fan of Varsity. Too hyped up. VRA. And you know their claim to fame is they have a license to count views or get rid of fake views. I don't know. I just don't see that's that big of a deal. But yeah, I've always been neutral on them. Telcoin, KuCoin, yeah, both are fantastic. I like both. KuCoin is a mini Binance, and Telcoin is in remittance, and they're still expanding. So I like both of them quite a lot. These are starting to disappear. Polkadot, I've seen it before. It's there's too many projects that just put Polka in front of it, making you think that it's somehow like the premier, project, right? I think Polkadot came out recently, and it's just it's like all the other dexes out there, honestly. So there's nothing really that stands out for me. Trade Stars TSX, crypto plus NFT plus fantasy sports and next DraftKings. Well, now with this volume though, there's no one that is even trading it or looking at it, and it's on Uniswap, but way too small. Besides just market cap, you gotta look at volume. With this kind of volume, like literally no one is trading it. Right? And I guarantee you, unfortunately, they did not get they did not get okay from Tom Brady or LeBron James. I don't know who that guy is. But yeah, so I'm pretty sure they did not get licensed to use their pictures. So nope. NXT, I talked about Telcoin already. What do you think about Wu Trade? A lot of people ask me about it. Supposedly they're run by some very veteran guys, but I never used them. They have a terminal, it's just for trading. I don't know how they are. What I always hated is this. User A trades 1 million a day. User B trades 5 million a day. User C trades 10 million a day. Like, who trades these amounts, right? Like, you have to be an institution to be trading these amounts. I always hated this example, but I don't know too much about Wu Trade. I don't know of anyone that actually has used them for trading. Like, no one ever tells me, hey, I use Wu Trade to trade. So I don't know. Bitcash Pay. I think I looked at them before, but Merrill. What is Merrill? Auto compound, earn. Okay, so it's like it's a auto farming project. It looks like maybe it's like Super Farm for Binance Smart Chain, something like that, right? They have NFT shop, they have lottery. If you're into it, sure. This kind of stuff is not for me. I think it's too risky. I don't know if there's going to be a vulnerability or a hack or something that's going to happen, so yeah. Bitcash Pay, oof, way too low. So I would stay away from now. Chili's, yes, I do like Chili's. Chili's is going to NFT tab, one of the biggest NFT plays out there, even though they have no NFTs. That's the funny thing. They have tokens. They have tokens for football clubs, and they're getting into American sports, but they actually don't have any NFTs. But I do like them quite a bit. I think they have good traction. Messi. Okay, the other guy was a Messi. So, although I don't know, I'm not a soccer guy. Have you looked at Kosh? It's like a cloud computing play. A little early. They're on Solana. I know that, but a little early. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard to attract people that is in the cloud. All their work and everything compute is in the cloud, and to switch over to Kosh, it's gonna be hard. But it's not that it can't be done. It's just it's early. What do you think about on Marshall built on Moonbeam partnership with Matic, the Google blockchain? I'm almost positive I've looked out on Marshall before. Again, Orlando, this is one of those projects that is not being paid attention to at all. Multi-chain DeFi data network. This to me reminds me of what's this other project? Basically, it's a way to query multiple chains. There was another project that had this thing. I forgot who it was. But anyways, that's what they're all about, right? So as a dApp maker, this could be very convenient. But I will say that something like this is also built into Chainlink. You can utilize Chainlink to draw in data from multiple chains. Maybe not as much as this one, but it kind of exists. And this is like a small project. Again, retail investors not going to care about this. And it's just, quite frankly, too small. Preston, have Invest Answers contact me. I haven't watched anything of his, but a lot of people have been saying good stuff about him. Sportymon Go just partner with Chainlink. You know, when people say that, you realize just because you get to use Chainlink's Oracle does not mean that you partner with them. Okay, so keep that in mind. And Sportymon doesn't even show up. So I'm guessing it's some kind of Pokemon Go copy. Mark, you know what? I'm kind of back and kind of not. I'm still not 100% to be honest. So, but you know, I'm trying to keep it going for you guys. Omi, yes, they did launch their Marvel licensing right. They shot up the first day and then it came down afterwards. I'm actually quite surprised because Animoca brands, they have Marvel rights too. But I guess it's different kind of rights. How many roles and sponsors will you have? As many as it takes. Hopefully that answers that. I gotta scroll up a little bit. Koval is an old project I looked at before. It's very interesting, but no one uses it. It's a way to wrap like a ton of tokens into one. So it's a really good, in theory it's really good, so that you can take unlimited amount of tokens or many different tokens and you can wrap it in one token and send it off. Saves on fees, it saves on like, it's just convenient, but no one uses them. That's the problem. Can you explain B Pro, why you choose it the final edition? I have a whole video about it. But B Pro is basically, it's a white label solution that provides other projects the ability to offer esports betting, also get into DeFi, tokenization, NFTs, anything hot. They provide a white label solution so other projects that want to incorporate them, they can. And they're cash flow positive, and they're selling this, they're licensing it out. And Rue is just a young, ambitious guy. So, any hope for X Sigma? Stranger has no followers. Yeah, there's no one. Market cap of less than 2 million, volume less than 100,000. No one. It's a dead project. It's a dead project, Andy. 1 inch is a DEX aggregator. It's good. You use it. It's great. It's great. You know, you don't have to worry about jumping on like Sushi or Uniswap or Pancake Swap. You can jump on 1 inch, and you could trade, you know, throughout all the pools, or yeah, all the AMMs, I should say. Michael, you should know my answer to that already. What did I miss? Mina is a new kind of cutting edge blockchain that's very, very small because everything is based on a snapshot. But from my research, Mina right now cannot scale. They're incredibly slow. And because the way they do snapshots, you know, an audit trail is questionable. Unlike a traditional blockchain where every single transaction is stored on a blockchain, Mina does not do that. It needs to have like archive nodes and stuff like that. So security is not a strong suit, and speed is not a strong suit. So did you hear, Aaron, big super chat, did you hear about the hotel in Florida being tied to John McAfee and the crypto whacked being released on a dead man's trigger? Code is John can be tracked to 2019 on ETH. No, I have not heard that. That sounds too crazy. I don't think it has anything to do with that dead man trigger. It has nothing to do with that. Yeah, it doesn't even show up. But thanks for sharing, but that just sounds too crazy to me. What are the chances of the Lakers making a big move this offseason? Lillard, yeah, I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think they don't have enough assets to trade for Lillard. But hopefully they can get, there's rumors that CP3 will go to the Lakers. I don't know if he has any gas left. He seems like he does. But if the Suns win, he's not going to go. But there's a lot of rumors. Lakers is just disappointing. I think seeing the teams that are left, Lakers could have won it this year. If AD didn't get injured, they could have won. But it's unfortunate. That's how it is. I guess same thing with Nets. But I'm really glad that Nets didn't make it. I like Solana. It's in the portfolio that I just built. I like it a lot. Ethereum Max, you should just get out right away. Right away. When a project pays all these celebrities to just endorse it and they have even no idea what it is, that means you need to get out of that right away. If you're in it. Any suggestion about transferring out from Binance since they want us in Ontario to close our accounts? Yes. To transfer some to BlockFi, but don't have altcoins I own. Well, unfortunately, based on this report, it's not just Binance. KuCoin, I was going to say, but it seems like they're shutting down KuCoin and also Polynex Bybit. I don't know what exists. I mean, the only other thing I could say is, I don't know, maybe look at a VPN service, something like that. I don't know. That's still tricky sometimes. But, yeah, it kind of sucks. You just have to look at other exchanges. I don't know what else exists in there. You know, Coinbase, Gemini, if they're in Ontario. I like Harmony. I like Harmony a lot. They have a lot of stuff coming. You know, they're just getting started really in terms of building out their dApps, right? So their bridge is done. They have Mochi Swap, Viper Swap. I heard they have something else coming. An NFT market. I forgot who they were, but you know they're building out slowly and surely. They're building out, and that's terrific. I looked at it. Kadena, yeah, it's not Southeast Asia. I was thinking about something else, but they are from New Zealand. So they're around there. It is sharded POS created by JP Morgan execs. You know, I don't know if that's actually a good thing, but I remember reading about it. I do think they are the creators of the JP Morgan chain. I believe created Kadena. I remember reading that. Right, but volume is ridiculously low. It's on KuCoin, I know, but ridiculously low. And it's, again, one of those fast blockchains that's supposed to handle DeFi and everything else, right? But there's like 5 dozen of these projects. And we already have the big ones that are still leading the way, right? We still have Ethereum, Cardano, Polkadot, VeChain, Solana, Polygon. I mean, they're all in the same space. I don't see how any of these guys can do anything that's different right now, right? I don't see anything that makes them really pop out. Just because the creator of JP Morgan's chain, founded Cadena does not mean it's a good thing, right? What is special about them? I don't know. I don't know. A lot of these tend to pump during good times. The very first 3-4 months, a lot of these small coins really pumped up. And I think a lot of people mistakenly judge them as, they have a whole lot of, there's something to them, right? They have an edge or something like that. But if you step back and look at it, a lot of them are just doing the same thing. I guess it really comes down to, can they draw the users? And can they draw the dApps? If they could draw the users and dApps, then they'll be fine. But I don't know. It doesn't really stand out to me. All right, last few questions. Elrond and VeChain. Elrond, I honestly don't know what they're doing recently. They were up and coming, doing really well, but they just keep sliding and sliding and sliding. I just don't hear much about Elrond these days. VeChain, I don't need to go into it. I've talked so much about VeChain. I just created a video last night. So take a look. It's awesome. Is Wink dying? Anything on the Tron ecosystem is really dying. It's been dying for quite some time. Wink was a gambling play, and somehow they renamed it, recreated it to be an Oracle. So it's kind of weird. I don't even know how they did that, but that's why I don't like anything on the Tron ecosystem. I just don't know what the hell they're doing, honestly. Zilliqa, still pretty good. Kind of like, one of those chains that's been around for quite some time. They utilize sharding, fast, smart contracts, and they're also getting dApps aboard, right? And I do like, what is it? Unstoppable Domains came out of their like incubator, and they have several other things that's coming out. So I like it. Rebase Protocol, Olympus DAO sounds a lot like Benchmark. This. Decentralized reserve currency, we're revolutionizing how you save and transact, stake, start, okay. I don't know. This, when you see a current APY of 67,000, you should just leave. You should just leave right away, because that's not going to end well. That's not going to end well. So, Marlon, you should not think about it. Chris, thank you. I have a good feeling about this week. I think, Bitcoin could only drop down so far. I mean, that's honestly the thing. I know that sounds silly. It can only go so far. The FUD and the whales can only drive so far until people just don't sell. And if they don't sell, it's just going to come back up, right? Ray, thank you for that. All right, that's it. I think that's it. I'm going to let you guys get back to your Saturday. I want to get back to my Saturday too. So, did we find anything? Out of everything that was asked, did I find anything today? Not really. Not really. I would say out of the ones, some are okay. But you know what? I don't know if they're really things that I haven't looked at before. Right? So we have Oasis Protocol, which is like a fancy privacy blockchain. Someone asked about Cadena, started by the JP Morgan chain founders. You have Woo Trade, which a lot of people have asked about before. I haven't used them. They're a terminal that allows you to trade, and I don't know if any of these are really it, but we'll We'll see. We'll see. Trias, I have looked at Trias before. Very complicated chain. Again, started by some Ivy League professor. Very, very complicated, but still, it's a new chain that's focused on DeFi, like 5 dozen other chains. So don't know. I don't know if it's gonna stand out. I don't know if it's gonna stand out. All right, that's it, guys. That's it. All right, Polytrade. It's an ICO. Future back real world assets to crypto world. Bring safe insurance back real world assets. Maybe offering safe insurance back. What does that mean? All right. I can't concentrate right now. I can't concentrate. That's it. That's it. All right, guys. Have a good night. I'll see you guys tomorrow, 11:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. All right? Have a good one, guys. Bye-bye.